Hi everyone, it's a quick video this week. Well, this voiceover is going to be quick because this video wasn't what I originally planned. I'm having to record at the moment. I'm having to record my voiceover separately to my video capture because I use a Bluetooth headset and mic, and Linux refuses to recognise it as a recording or as a microphone. So I'm recording this on the phone, and I'll just transfer this over, and as part of the edit, we'll tighten it all up, and I'm sure it'll be fine and wonderful, and everyone will like it. So this week, I've got a different video planned, but we've had some technical problems, and we need to do a redesign, and I can't do that just yet because the demands on my time are extreme, to say the least. It's the summer holidays, and everyone wants me to do something for them. I've got a book illustration gig that's just really got started on. I've got this anthology for the Comic Jam crew. I've got some notes back from them from our first draft, so I'll be working those into the final draft. It's busy time. But I've got a few things I want to talk about, and I'll make a start. First up is C.B Smallwood. We've spoken about him a number of times on this show, on this channel, and we've looked at some of his videos. And a couple of videos ago I plugged his Indiegogo, which at the time was doing pretty well. Well, he's extended the run. He's got 25 days left. He's just over halfway through getting his goal. It's going to be 80 pages. You've got 10 creators in a sort of hybrid of 90s sort of comics extremes and sort of violence and eldritch horrors from beyond the dawn of time. It's all there in WIldcat. If you like things like Savage Dragon, then I think you're going to like WIldcat. So links are in the show notes below. If you've got a small collection of crinkly bits of paper that you want to get rid of, then you could do worse than backing CB's book. So yeah, knock yourself out. Have a bit of fun with that one. I think it'll be a good book. Right, next up is CoCo Comics, and this is just a reminder that I will be sort of tabling there, but not tabling there. There will be Eniekey press books will be there for people to buy if you want to. It's going to be in Lancaster. It's going to be on the 13th of August, which is a Saturday. It's also small press day, so this is a small press event. So the main exhibitors will be in So the main exhibitors will be in Pizza Margherita. If you go up to the first floor, you'll see them. There's Matt and Zeke Simmons. I think Matt was on the Awesome Comics podcast plugging all this recently. Who forgot? Erica Price is going to be there. Fef Silvers, Holland Simpson. Okay, this is a reason to go just for this, right? James Lawrence, Josh Hicks are going to be there. Now, James Lawrence does a comic book called The Legend of the James Lawrence does a book called The Legend of La Mariposa. It's a wrestling book. And Josh Hicks does a wrestling book called The Glorious Wrestling Alliance. We have two wrestling books in one building. Only one can reign supreme. Which one's it going to be? There's only one way to find it out, and it's to get over there and find out how that's going to be handled. Matt Greaves is going to be there. You might have seen his work in Private Eye and Viz. Steve Gregson, Nona Gallery, Nick Gonzo, Tom Ward, who does Merrick, the Sensational Eric Man, and Mark Jackson. Now, Mark Jackson's got this really sort of loosey-goosey style, and does a lot of books on all kinds of things, but I know he's got one about a ninja, and more importantly, he's got one about Magnum P.I., which is one of the greatest TV shows ever made. And I'm not referring to this new stuff, I'm talking about classic Magnum P.I. So yeah, there's quite a few creators there that you can buy books from and get them to sign them and all these sort of things. So go and support those creators. But if you want to support the small press, then you just go downstairs and walk 50 yards across the street into First Age Comics. There will be a table there. It will be covered full to the brim with some small press joys, and amongst those joys and treasures will be SpaceCrash. So get yourself a copy of SpaceCrash and be the coolest kid in all of Lancaster, right? It's also free. Did I mention it was free? It's free. It won't cost you anything. So if you find yourself in Lancaster on the 13th of August and you've got nothing to do, swing on over by Pizza Margarita and First Stage Comics and check out the CoCo Comics convention. It's going to be good, I think. We've got to the part of this video where, for the first time in quite a while, I'm going to be talking about a real-world event. It's a monumental event, and it's only been a day or so. So this week, Bernard Cribbins died, and that's sent shockwaves through sort of fandoms and nerdy, geeky guys all over. Well, I'm guessing mainly England or the UK. He's had a career. Cool. He's had a career that's sort of spanned at least 60 years. Initially started off on doing some of the early Carry On films, like Carry On Spying. And then he went on to play a character called Tom in the 60s Cushing film. Which one was it now? Dalek Invasion of Earth 2150, and there's a sequence in there where he's disguised as a Robo Man, and they're eating future food, which is just dolly mixture. Oh, it's brilliant! It's so fun. He spent a lot of time doing kids TV. So in the 70s and early 80s, he was the voice of the Wombles. In later years, he returned to Doctor Who alongside the 10th Doctor, playing a character called Wilfmot. What else did he do? There's a couple of hit records in the 60s with Hole in the Ground and Right Said Fred. Some band used that as their name. I wish I could remember what that band was called. I remember seeing him in the Avengers, so this would be the UK Avengers, so it's Steve and Mrs. Peel, right? Not Hulk and Thor and all that business. More importantly, in recent years, I've seen him in a show called Old Jack's Boat, which, if anyone's got a child, say 4 or 5 years old, and you live in the UK, yeah, the chances are they've seen Old Jack's Boat. And the chances are, if you've seen Old Jack's Boat, then you'll probably have watched the Old Jack's Boat's Christmas special. And if you watched the Old Jack's Boat's Christmas special, then you probably ran out of Kleenex handkerchiefs in the house, because, oh my gosh, right in the feels. And they're probably going to run it again this year at Christmas. And I've got a feeling that we're all not going to find enough hankies in the house. He had a long career, did lots of things, serious acting, musical theatre, slightly more comedic roles like Perks in the Railway Children. So yeah, thanks Bernard, thanks for everything. This video is coming to a close, or there should be. If it isn't, then the video will just keep going until I finish drawing. In the meantime, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you in the next video. I don't know what's going to be. We'll probably do something based on composition. I've been doing composition for a while, so maybe we'll look at composition. That could be fun. Alright, like I say, like, comment, share, subscribe. Everyone take care, and we'll see you next time. Alright, take care. Bye now.